This is my my Minecraft village. Here, it's nighttime right now. Let me take a quick nap, and I'll show you what it looks like in the daytime. My Minecraft village, I have really beefed it up. I have beefed up its defenses. I have created lots of new buildings with lots of beds, and I've made sure that the villagers are very well fed. There was a time when my Minecraft village, long ago, like day before yesterday, it only had 2 or 3 villagers left in it, and it didn't have any of these big golem things. These are protectors of the village. They will fight zombies and witches and things, and other bad guys like illagers that come to raid my village. And I've built lots of new buildings, like this building here. This is a dormitory style. The more beds you have in the village, the more villagers you can have. So I like to make buildings with lots of internal space where I can put in lots of beds. The naturally occurring, or the pre-generated structures, like this one, tend to be, ornate, kind of elaborate, but inside they're very cramped. I like big open spaces in my buildings. I also like to use lots of glass. Like this is one that I built over here. Now, as I say, this village, when I found it, it was doing all right. But then when I started hanging out here and monsters started appearing to, harass me, really the ones who suffered were the villagers. And I'm not too worried about it because I realize they are not sentient beings. They have no experience. Although I do feel good when the village prospers. And I do feel bad when the villagers die. So over here we got a little sheep pasture that I've created. There's a little dwelling over there for a shepherd. You can see a guy perched way up there. That's gonna be a tower, like with a big, glass bubble on top. Eventually, I haven't made that yet. And I can walk around and talk to the villagers, like this guy. Hey, dude, what do you do? What's your job? Oh, he's a mason. He cuts up stone. All right. And as you can see, I've got dogs running around. They help protect the place. Although if I accidentally hit a villager, the dogs will assume that I mean that villager is a bad guy, and they will attack it and kill it. It's only happened once, but I felt pretty bad about it. There's another portal over there. It's my quick way to get back to my stronghold. This is not my personal stronghold. I have a stronghold on an island. It's got my crafting table, not my crafting table, my spell table where I can enchant items. It's got my magical library there. But as you can see, here's a garden. That's a farmer there. This is a compost container. A compost bin, I suppose I should say. I can demonstrate that I've had actual dealings with real compost and not just simulated compost in a game. Here's a farmer working at the compost pile. This is a building. These big buildings, with lots of glass. I like to use glass. Oh, hey, we have 2. Count them, 2 of these big protector golems running around these days. And that's because there are so many happy villagers. The villagers spawn those golems with gossip. So, my point is that this village, I've built it up. It was in sad shape, and through diligence and wasted time on my part, I have created the structures and the resources and the defenses to let this village prosper. But I can just park my character here and walk away and do nothing. I mean, just let the game run by itself, and nothing bad will happen. At night, zombies will spawn in any parts of the village that I haven't lit up sufficiently, but there's enough villagers behind enough locked doors that in the morning there will still be a village there. It won't be a, wasteland, post-apocalyptic zombie wasteland. It's not like juggling chainsaws and chickens. I had a viewer who I believe is a C-Realm podcast listener, so not a new viewer, leave a comment saying that Van Jones had said that, the global economic system right now is like, juggling chainsaws and chickens, which is to say it's something that is exceedingly difficult to do, requires great skill, constant vigilance and strict attention paid to the task, and it could all go wrong in an instant, and it would be just devastatingly horrific should any mishap occur. And that really is a self-glorifying story for Van Jones. What do I mean by that? I mean, he tells that story, and it's of interest because he knows people. He knows the technocrats in high places that run this very complex, precise machine, which can go disastrously wrong if they don't keep their expert attention trained on it at every minute. You don't know those people, but Van Jones does. So in his telling you that the whole system could come crashing down at any moment if the technocrats blink, that validates him and his position because he knows the technocrats. He hobnobs with them. You don't, but he does. And it also validates and glorifies the technocrats. I think that the global economy is a lot more like Minecraft than it is like juggling chickens and chainsaws. You can be bad at it, and the game just goes on. You can do stupid stuff for a very long time, and the game goes on. Yes, if you play poorly, things get worse. And if you plan well, and if you take proper precautions and you utilize resources properly and you give opportunities to the people in the game, they will prosper. They will do better. Wise leadership does produce results. But if you just don't know what you're doing, it doesn't all come crashing down. It limps along. And plenty of governments around the world have demonstrated that you can do maladaptive things for decades. And yes, people suffer for it, and the system doesn't work very well, but it doesn't crash catastrophically. Did I say cash? It doesn't crash catastrophically. It just gets worse. Slowly, it degrades over time. But it doesn't crash. So I guess I'll stop there. I don't know how long I can film, but maybe you'd like to see just a little bit more of my village. I've spent so much time on it. I just want to show it off. Here, we'll take a little spin around the exterior. There are a few places where you can get inside. Like, I can get inside because I can jump over these walls. But zombies and raiders, witches and creepers, they can't jump like that. People who are experienced with Minecraft can see that I am not exactly a wizard at it. People who know how to do good stuff with redstone can make all kinds of nifty things happen in their structures and their projects. I just like to build stuff. And I play in survival mode, so if I want to build something out of stone, I either have to go find some stone or I've got to trade with a villager for something that I might want. Here, let's shear some sheep. That's very satisfying. Hey, sheep. Give up the wool. It's time. You'll grow it right back again, and it's not cold where you are. It'll all be good. Yeah, hiding from me, huh? I will show you a scene of many battles. If you look out over this landscape, this was once pretty much a flat plain, and it's got all these craters in it from creepers blowing up. The wolf pack and I have slaughtered many a zombie and skeleton out there, and spiders as well. All right. There's a villager outside the village, taking his life in his hands. There's dangerous stuff out there. This village is lucky to have me as its wise planner and protector. and master of the pack. Oh, sun's getting low in the sky. Zombie hour is nearly upon us. Villager dude, you are far from home. You need to come home. Where'd he go? There he is. He knows what's what. He's going to go back inside. Yeah. Get behind closed doors. You know, it's like I've locked the dogs out, but they can teleport. See, here's a building I've modified. This was an original structure, and I gave it a basement. Put some beds down there. So, see, the sun's going down. And my villagers for whom I have provided dormitories and workspaces and lots of food. They are thriving and they are secure in their beds, which is good, because in the nighttime, bad stuff happens. But we've got the golems patrolling the perimeter. Here's another building I built. I thought this was going to be my spot, so I made it, high ceilinged. And then this guy moved in, claimed the bed. Yeah, this is dark over here. Zombies could spawn here. I should light that up. I don't have any torches. All right. That is all. That is how I've been squandering my time. This is my confession. I'll talk to you later.